Emergency relief flights carrying water, food, and supplies are now starting to land at Jamaica's main airport after reopening late Wednesday.
Jamaica has gone through what I can call one of its worst periods. Our infrastructure has been severely compromised. St. Elizabeth is the breadbasket of the country, and that has taken a beating.
So that's Jamaican local government minister Desmond McKenzie on the devastation. I mean, we're looking at some of it here that has been left behind by Melissa. More than 25,000 people as of this morning are in shelters. 75% of the island is still without power. Alison Peart is a Jamaican-Canadian who has lived in Kingston, Jamaica since 2003. She happened to be in Washington for work when the hurricane started forming, and instead of going back to Jamaica, she came here to Toronto to stay with her mom, and she has been watching from a distance. For more on her experiences, what's needed on the island still, we're joined by Alison Peart in studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's probably hard to, first of all, watch those images come through. What are your thoughts and feelings when you see the devastation?
It's horrible because I know what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Part of the problem is figuring out what's AI and what is real.
Okay.
It's just, it's horrible to see places that you'd go and get your fish. Jamaicans love bami, which is a cassava dish. Being not there, you know, you want to be in control. You want to be on island. This is the first time since 2003 I'm not on the island when something's hit.
Wow.
So to talk to your friends, you're living the experience through my cameras. I live in Kingston, which didn't get much. You know, we got a few trees. When we see Black River, I'm from that part of the island. I'm from Hannibal, which is close to Negril for people who've gone there.
Yeah.
They got slammed.
Yes.
We can't find the people. So when you're, I was lucky enough to come and hang out with my mother.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have that. Unfortunately, when you see the pictures, you feel the pain because you understand with the rain and the wind and a Cat 5, never had.
Well, this is what I wanted to ask you about. I remember hearing from the ministry before it hit, and this really stuck with me as I'm looking at these pictures where they said the island does not have a building that is designed to withstand a Cat 5.
I'm not sure anybody does because we don't get Cat 5.
Yeah.
Every year, like last year, we had Beryl in July.
Yeah.
It was Cat 4. And part of the confusion why a lot of people don't leave, they think it's not going to come. We've not had the science good enough to pinpoint exactly where it's going to hit.
Okay.
So it's worse when you're overseas because you're getting different stories and you're seeing the map and you're trying to figure out where it is. If you're on island and you live in a board house, you live in the zinc. You're hearing a zinc house, it's aluminum. Unfortunately, when you look at a lot of devastation, it's the board houses, it's the zinc. Even the concrete structures couldn't withstand a Cat 5. I'm not sure even our houses in Canada could. It's devastating.
Well, from what you're telling us, from what you've heard from people and your interpretation of the pictures that we're seeing, what are we looking at in terms of recovery? My understanding from people we spoke to yesterday is they've got the people there to do the work. What they need is the money to get the supplies to rebuild.
And the expertise. As I said, we had Beryl. I've seen Ivan. Unfortunately, we seem to have the hurricanes touch the very same communities. When we talk about St. Elizabeth, Black River, St. Elizabeth is our breadbasket. That's where we get our food, which means if that gets destroyed, Kingston's up, our airports are open, you can send things, but natural food is there. In terms of recovery, we don't just need cash, we need expertise.
Okay.
What I would love for us to have as a Jamaican-Canadian is expertise that the next Cat 5, we survive.
Right.
We want to be able to teach people to fish, not just hand out money, because next year we have another hurricane season that starts in June. Okay. So what I would appeal to our Jamaicans, our Canadians, we are very similar in our history. I don't know anybody that doesn't have a Jamaican friend or a Jamaican doesn't have a Canadian friend.
Sure.
What I would want is long-term recovery. Montego Bay has been slammed. What we would love to get is not another board house, not another. Well, I want us to be using experts. Our engineers in Jamaica are amazing. We want to partner with them. We want to bring, how do we make sure that a Cat 5, a home that you build now, isn't going to disappear again next year? So I saw with Beryl, we're still recovering. Some of the houses that got destroyed were rebuilt after Beryl. As a country, we need to come together, civil society, all our foreigners, speak to the local people, understand what the needs are, and don't be scammed. Listen to the government. It's the time for us all as humans, if, on a planetary perspective, anything that hits Jamaica hurts us. So if we're going to help, not just cash, expertise, long-term planning. Some of these houses should not have existed. Black River, 1893. they got electricity. That's one of the
Wow.
oldest places in Jamaica. We want to make sure that every human in that island, if a Cat 5 comes,
Yeah.
they don't have to worry. In Kingston, even though I was here, I wasn't worried. I have a concrete roof.
Yeah.
My house has hurricane straps. I shouldn't be privileged to have that. Every Jamaican should.
Alison Peart, it's great to have you here, not only for your interpretation of the pictures, but also to let us know what the needs are and how it's best delivered to
And
the country.
listen locally. Don't
Yeah.
assume you know. Hear what the people need. The needs are going to change. It's
Yeah.
going to take a while. And another appeal. Kingston is open. Come and visit.
Alison, great to have you here. I'm glad that you're safe. Thank you so much for your perspective. Appreciate it.
If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.